What if everything you thought about freedom was wrong? In a world full of noise, demands, and expectations, what does it truly mean to be free? Today, we're diving deep into a question that affects every one of us, and the answer might just change how you live your life. Have you ever felt like you're constantly striving for more freedom, more time, more money, more space, more choices? Or perhaps, like many of us, you've seen someone, maybe even yourself, act in a way that feels free but ends up causing problems or hurt, like an online comment that crosses a line, or a pursuit of absolute freedom that leaves you feeling more lost than liberated? What if I told you that true freedom isn't about having no limits, but about understanding and mastering the limits you already have? There's a hair-thin difference between freedom and wildness or recklessness. Think of it like the line of control between India and Pakistan. Crossing it suddenly changes everything. True freedom, as the Supreme Court has stated, is not absolute. Instead, it is conditional. It's about operating within a boundary. Just like the freedom of speech mentioned in our Constitution comes with reasonable restrictions. Your freedom isn't an excuse to do anything you want. When you misuse the freedom given to you, when you don't respect your boundaries, that's when you're crossing the limit and it becomes recklessness. So, what does it mean to live with this conditional freedom? It means understanding that boundaries are not prisons, but enablers. Imagine a park. You're free to roam, relax, and enjoy, but that doesn't mean you should pull up plants, walk all over them, or start watering trees outside the park. The boundary defines the space where your freedom can be effectively used. When you respect that boundary, that's where the magic happens. Consider a modern-day problem, the vastness of the internet. We feel free to say or do anything online, but this freedom can quickly turn into wildness when we disrespect others, spread misinformation, or engage in cyberbullying. The solution? Digital boundaries and self-control. Just as we wouldn't jump on someone else's bed because we recognize our own, we need to understand that online too, there are lines we shouldn't cross. It's about self-control within that seemingly boundless digital space. Another modern challenge is the overwhelming number of choices in career and life. People often feel trapped by a lack of options, constantly wishing for more. But our sources offer a powerful alternative. Focus on what you have and optimize it. Imagine you're given a small plot of land, say 10 cents. Instead of lamenting that you don't have 100 acres, you can choose to understand and effectively use that small space. You can turn it into a beautiful garden, a fruitful orchard, attracting others with its beauty. This is your intelligence at play, making the most of your given boundaries. This brings us to a deeper concept, distinct from freedom, liberation, or Jivan Mukti. While freedom relates to physical boundaries and actions, liberation is about the mind. It's a state where your mind is free from the notion of mine or any attachments. A person who is liberated feels content regardless of physical location or external circumstances. They can be in a jail and still experience mental peace, while someone outside might feel trapped by their own thoughts. As one wise person said, "I don't have freedom here. There are many rules, but I am in complete liberation." So, how can we apply this? By recognizing that our physical body also has boundaries. Instead of constantly chasing external freedom, we can learn to work within our physical and mental limits. The ultimate state, as mentioned, is Jivan Mukti, where the mind is so settled that external boundaries cease to matter. You're content wherever you are, not needing to go anywhere or do anything specific. In conclusion, to live beautifully and harmoniously, we must understand our boundaries, whether it's our personal space, our online interactions, or our life circumstances. True freedom flourishes when we respect and effectively utilize the limits we have. It's about being smart and self-controlled within your defined space, rather than wildly stepping over every line. Thank you for listening. We hope this helps you rethink what freedom truly means in your life.